This is my speech on Greek mythology. What did Poseidon say to the sea monster? What's cracking? Today I'm going to be talking about, and I want to illustrate the Greek gods like they were illustrated in the ancient Greek walls or on pottery or even on money they used to use back then. But what is more interesting is learning how they came to be. Today I will discuss polytheism versus Christianity, origins of Greek mythology, Mount Olympus, and Zeus, Poseidon, and Hades. I've been very interested in this topic, and that's what gave me the reason to research it, just being interested for many years. Enough with my introduction, though. Here's my first point. Polytheism versus Christianity. Two modern-day religions, Hinduism and Buddhism. These both involve many deities in their religion. That's what polytheism is. Polytheism is the belief in multiple gods for one religion. Hinduism and Buddhism are two of those. Monotheism is the belief in one singular God. To believe in Jewish, Muslim, or Christian culture means to believe in one God. What separates these three religions are their holy scripts. The Bible, if Christian, if Muslim, the Quran, and if Jewish, the Torah. The ancient Greeks believed in a polytheistic religion, which had 12 major gods and many smaller ones. Comparing that to the religion of many people in this room, there is a great difference. Next, I want to talk about the origin of all these gods, where Greek mythology came from, the Greek myths. The Greek myths were created and told to Greeks to explain their environment around them and to remember the wars to reconnect with their ancestors. There is no origin of writing like the Christian Bible or the Hindu Vedas. Cartwright, Greek Mythology, Ancient History Encyclopedia, www.ancient.eu. Some stories were written, but the actual Greek gods were already established, so many saw no reason to write about them. Then Homer, a poet of 8th century BC, wrote epics such as the Iliad and the Odyssey, tales of journeys and stories of just people fighting creatures and carrying out duties of the gods. Hesiod, a poet from ancient Greek's time around 700 BC, wrote a poem/book called Theogony. This was the first written story of the beginning of Greek mythology, from nothingness to beings and details of an elaborate family tree of elements, gods, and goddesses. Greek Mythology, A&E TV Network, History.com. Even with this being written, many of the talks were lost because for so long they were just told by mouth, changed and forgotten along the way. Much of Greek mythology wasn't just gods and goddesses, but creatures, villains, heroes, like demigods, half human, half god people with phenomenal strength. Other beings not of this world that were told in stories like the Iliad and the Odyssey are centaurs, three-headed beasts, or three-headed dogs, Medusa, a woman so beautiful that gods made her have snakes